heavens to Murgatroyd and to Betsy and to whoever is listening out there in space. Today on Go Figure News, we are going to be looking at things, special things from outer space, from Buzzard Guts. And we are excited. We just can't hide it. And I am TJ. Welcome to the forum, to the moment, to this time between you and I. And remember to subscribe and tell a couple of friends about us, because if you know someone out there who is loving independent toys and figures and carded bootlegs and resins and vinyl figures of all sorts, we have got some really interesting things coming up. We just got a fantastic package from Japan, which I am salivating to share with you. But this, from our friends down here in the South, is going to be the highlight of the week. So, without further ado, here we have the very, very special, the very, very anticipated Lady Vader. Ladies and gentlemen, the Force is with her. This is number 3 of 20. They've only made 20 of these. Now, for me to look at this work of art and to think for a second that I could be one of the very, very lucky 20 people in the Unisphere to have this on my shelf along with my other crazy Star Wars figures, I am just rolling in excitement. Now, I don't even collect any Star Wars traditional figures whatsoever. None. I have become completely fascinated by the world of artists who are doing riffs on the age-old classic. And since I grew up in the era, I mean, when I went to see Star Wars for the first time, I was like 11 years old or 12 years old. So, you know, I was at the theater when it came out in the theater. So, anyway, I'm going to tell you a few things about this. First of all, the card design was done by Rhys O'Brien. And if you're not familiar with his work, you are. If you've ever seen a Funko Pop, he has pretty much designed a huge, vast majority of them. So he's behind the scenes there. But look at this. Look at what's going on here. I mean, Lady Vader is definitely looking ready for the runway. You know, she will rule, let me tell you. This is 3 3/4 inches and made of resin. Of course, you know, the take on the old carded figures from Kenner, if you didn't already notice that. And I'm going to let you take a look at the back of the card, because it's completely full color, both sides, thick, very sturdy card, ages 4 and up. I don't know why 4. I don't know any 4-year-old that would really be hankering for this. Probably me when I was 4 years old. But anyway, Buzzard Guts, coming from the great state of Georgia, with the the lightsaber. It's more like it looks like more like a cane, a red cane. I'm going to give you some close-ups as well, so you can take a look at those as I'm talking about what it says on the back here. It's comprised of the original vintage Kenner parts, so they actually used the actual parts to create this, and then it was hand cast by DAM, capital D-A-M, exclamation point. So I'm loving it. It's definitely an alternate universe for sure. And for anyone out there who loves Star Wars and wants to build on the entire experience of loving it, this is one of those ways to do it. And I love the fact that they have this sort of X-ray version of these many Lady Vaders. Now, they also did, I think it was 3 or 4 different colorways. They were kind of pastel colors. And you know what? I loved those, but they were sold out before I could get to it. So I decided I want the classic. There were only 20 of them. So, and here it says, as I mentioned, this is where it's numbered, 3 of 20. And the artwork is really, 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 really cool. I mean, it's comic book quality. I mean, really, really stylish and stylized, and anything to do with style is right there. So visit buzzardguts.com to get lots of information about them. And they are also, why not? Send them an email. If you like this, if you can't afford it, you have an idea you want to share with them, and give them a buzz. Buzzard Guts. Now, I am going to share with you a couple of other things that were in the same box. And speaking of damn, here is damn. 20p. So here we have, of course, this is Forlom, L-O-M. And here he is decapitated, but his decapitated part is included. I think that was on purpose. I don't think that this is, I think it's a spare part or an accessory. It's a droid after all. And then he also comes with the accessory of a rifle or a space gun, let's just call it. And it's in this kind of like interesting blue color. So, but this, the paint job on this is incredible. You couldn't necessarily see the paint on a Lady Vader because she is pretty much solid black with the mold. And they did a great job in cinching the waist. But here we have details of all these various blues and greens, which just happen to be my favorite colors. So this was, if I'm not mistaken, a special at this year's Comic-Con. And I think this was on the DKE/Disperse table. So anytime you're at Comic-Con or at Super Toy Con or any of these fabulous cons that are out there, watch for DKE because they're going to have the best stuff in the house. You just have to find them. So we usually post something on our site about where they're going to be. So always check in with us. And you can also check on dketoys.com/blog, I think, to get the latest and the greatest from them. But anyway, here we have a fantastic play on, I mean, this is like, you know, obviously this is making fun of Mad, you know, the reverse of Damn, Mad magazine, and also our good friend and close associate, Mr. Sucklord in New York City. So, who does amazing, fantastic figures on his own, and we are going to have a review of some enamel pins that they've recently put out. That's coming up in October, so watch for that. But in the meantime, this is sort of the Mad/Sucklord. And I love the fact that they went through trouble to like mash up a mashup of a mashup and then mix it in with the wording here. Zuckadelic, Zucklord, Zuckinator, Zuckalicious, Zucko, the Zuckster, Bootleg, the Bootlegs, with our tribute to the man. So this is really cool. I mean, what a great meta on meta way of dealing with figures from your favorite Star Wars. I almost died when I opened that in the box. Plus, it's colorful. I love that yellow. It really sticks out. There's a few other things that have to be mentioned because we're going to continue the theme of Star Wars carded custom bootlegs, and we're talking about Rebel Scum here. Now, this I know for a fact was definitely one of the highlights in the grouping Comic-Con exclusives. So this here from our friends at Buzzard Guts is just amazing. So we're taking Princess Leia, obviously, you know, a classic, and turning her into a kind of a chic rock chick, you know, like girls rule kind of moment. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Riot Scum, Rebel Girl. It looks like it's a collaboration between Buzzard Guts, Last Boss Comics, who they worked with before, and Hemlock Bootlegs. So I bet the comics folks were responsible for some of the card art, and the card art continues in the back with Riot Scum back from tour, Laser Brains, and it kind of gives you kind of the what do you call that? The song list, that they usually have on the floor before they kick in. So anyway, I've always been into the total rock moment, and this, for sure takes us there. I love the colors on the figure. I mean, she's got pins. So of course, now that we've had a few reviews about lapel pins, now they're showing up on figures too. So like that's what we're talking about. There's sort of like this really intense, sophisticated connection with artists who are making these figures that are fine-tuning right down to that nth degree. I mean, that's like a dot of paint, but it says so much. She's got her guitar as an accessory here, and this is a benefit for Alderaan refugees. So what more do you want? Riot scum. Princess Leia out. There's a couple more things in here. They threw in some postcards and some stickers. Here's your 8-bit Buzzard Guts sticker. I have a place to stick it. Galaxy Walker. Some crazy like Star Warsian meets the Wicked Witch of the Wizard of Oz. These are on these like hard, almost like the same stock that the cards are on the figures. Now there is, right here we have Karate Kitty. Now Karate Kitty is a cool figure. It's only in a bag with a drop label here. Now I love this style of presentation because it's so simple and easy for the maker. I mean, when you make those cards, there's a lot of work that goes into that, and it costs money to print. And this costs money too, but it's so easy to make it and get it out there into the sphere. So check this out, back and front. These look like they were taken from possibly some Chewbacca parts, and then I don't know what those legs are. It could be a wrestler or something. But the crazy cat face, I love that crazy cat face. We'll show you these in a little bit more detail as we go along. BuzzardGuts.com. And then lastly, Jawa Pawn Shop. Check this out from Buzzard Guts. Also the Damn line, I guess you could call it. This little tiny guy who is like a cross between like the evil emperor and maybe like an Ewok or something, has this tiny, soft, pliable cape. That's so cool. It's like such small detail work. And then it comes with a huge guitar that's the size of the figure itself. So this is a great pun. This would be a great gift for any friends that you have that are loving Star Wars. You've got to check out Buzzard Guts online. I'm over the moon, Alice. The vocabulary just oozes. So one last look at the figures of the day. Put these side by side. This is what you call a carded gasm. There's no other way to put it. Ladies and gentlemen, Buzzard Guts in the house. This is TJ. Remember to subscribe. And this is Go Figure News. We'll see you next time. Over and out.